You guys want to make out?
I mean, it might be awkward because we've been dating for like...
Have you really? Okay, three-way kiss. Three-way kiss. Guys, what's up? My name is Justin Marc, and in this 3-part video series, we're going to be talking to you about Daygame. What is Daygame? Daygame is the art form and skill of being able to meet people and approach beautiful women during the day. So instead of going to bars and nightclubs, instead of using online dating to meet people, being able to effectively do this from the daytime, anywhere in the daytime, anywhere in the world. This is such a high-level, powerful skill to learn, and in this 3-part video series, I'm gonna be teaching you the exact mindsets, habits, behaviors, and strategies to ensure that you do this effectively, so that way you are meeting people effectively, making sure people around you feel comfortable, and also building an amazing circle, social life, dating life from Daygame in a very effective, consensual, respectful way where you come off as a very charismatic individual and come off creating win-wins and come off making sure that everyone around you is loving you, loving your vibe, and having a lot of fun. So let's just jump straight in.
We interrupt this program for an important news announcement.
Now guys, very important, okay? If you effectively learn Daygame, your entire dating life will change. Your entire life in general will change. I've met some of the most amazing, beautiful women ever from Daygame. I have dated beautiful women, from models to actresses to just some of like the most incredible women you'd ever meet that you would never actually meet in the nightclub, because either they don't go to the nightclubs or they would never give you the time of day in the nightclub. Because a lot of these women, they'll go out to clubs, bars, nightlife venues, they'll get hit on 100 times a night. So you're just one of the chumps talking to them in the nightclub. Therefore, the odds are not in your favor. But if you meet these women during the day, their guards are down, they're a lot more open and a lot more respectful. And this is kind of your opportunity to demonstrate your value as a man and apply this material effectively so you can meet a lot of these women, make them your girlfriend, a long-term partner, or just lead it in whatever direction you want. So sit back, make sure to watch part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this 3-part video series and change your life forever. So the 3rd part of the beginner's guide to Daygame is understanding how to actually date women. And this could mean getting into intimate relationships in the short term or the long term, right? This could mean having a fun one-night experience, right? Or it could mean making the girl your girlfriend. How do you actually do that? How do you go out during the day, meet a beautiful woman, and go from being a complete stranger to her being a part of your life, whether it's for a short amount of time or a long amount of time? How do you do that? We're gonna talk about that right now. Well, the first thing you wanna do is make sure you can screen the woman effectively to see if she fits into what you're looking for. Can you effectively screen her for, availability? Like, look, you don't wanna be running around the street harassing women, being a creepy weirdo, hitting on girls who are not available. So when you meet a woman, you wanna make sure you can effectively screen her to see if is she available, is she emotionally available, is she into you, etc. So there's so many ways that you can do that. Like oftentimes I'll just approach girls and literally, as crazy and ridiculous as it sounds, open girl, say, "Excuse me, are you single by any chance?" Pretty cringy of an opener, but it actually works. Because if a girl is not single, right, she will say, "Oh, sorry, I have a boyfriend. Sorry," right? But if she is single, she'll be like, "Oh no, I'm single," right? What's funny is oftentimes you'll get women who tell you I have a boyfriend if they're single. Oftentimes you'll get women who have boyfriends who tell you they're single, right? So essentially it lets the girl know, I'm hitting on you, I am a man hitting on you, but, wait, I don't know what the fuck I was saying, I lost my train of thought. So essentially, when you ask your girl if she's single, you're gonna get feedback, and based on that feedback, you can kind of calibrate and figure out, should you move that interaction forward? So that's what we call a direct opener, and it's a very effective way to screen for availability. You can also be very indirect, kind of chit chat, and see the underlying vibe. So oftentimes when I'm out, I will just be social in a very casual way, not even hitting on anybody, right? And oftentimes I'll shoot content, just chatting, whatever the fuck. I'll do like street interviews or whatever. Or I'll just be out with my friends doing my thing, or even out by myself. See a cute girl I want to talk to, I will go make a conversation. And if she is available, she will oftentimes stop and talk to me, right? And what's funny about this is you can usually tell the underlying vibe through body language. You can see using facial expressions, eye contact, smiling, if she's into you. And if she's into you based on her overall demeanor, you can exchange contacts. If she's available right now in that moment, maybe you can go out, get a drink, go to a bar, go to your cool rooftop or wherever the fuck. And you just want to be screening logistics every single step of the way. It's okay to ask her, are you seeing anyone? Are you single? Do you have a boyfriend? Right? And oftentimes, the longer in the interaction you ask that, the more real of her feedback you're gonna get. So you essentially want to screen for what you're looking for. Okay, you want to screen the qualities. You should write down the qualities of what you're looking for in your ideal partner, and then you should pretty much screen everyone you're meeting for if they have those qualities. Then you also want to screen logistics and availability. See if they're attracted to you, because oftentimes maybe the girl is available, but maybe she's just not into you. Maybe she's a lesbian. Maybe she just doesn't want anything with you. So you want to make sure she feels respected and consenting to the whole conversation dynamic, right? And so you want to screen for all of this so you're not making anyone uncomfortable, but also leading your life in a way that you're meeting people and bring some of those people into your life. Then when you actually have a woman who's attracted to you, into you, and she's expressed that verbally or logically, or maybe you can just tell in her overall vibe and demeanor from her body language, but she doesn't want to come off easy. She doesn't want to come off like, you know, getting judged because you are just a stranger she met on the street. You are just a stranger she met in some random daytime venue like the beach or, you know, at the mall or something, right? You don't want to make her feel judged. And therefore, she's not going to make it easy, I guess you could say. She doesn't want to come off easy, right? And so you want to make sure you can show that you're not judging her. You can make sure that she feels respected, that, you know, you're not judging her at all. And therefore, you can consensually move the interaction forward if you and her both choose to do so. Because once you do that, you can essentially figure out pulling, which means going on an instant date, potentially sometimes taking her home, right? I remember I had a student who signed up for a bootcamp program with me in Australia, and he was from America. We're at the Sydney Opera House, and on his first approach ever, he ends up having a long conversation, and I just texted him saying, hey, take her to a bar. If she's into you, which she obviously is, and you're enjoying the conversation, well, lead it wherever you want. Maybe you could take her home. They hung out for like 5 hours, had drinks, had a great time. She was also a tourist, and they ended up, you know, kind of like hooking up, if you know what I'm saying, right? And so it's super funny because it was a win-win. It was super consensual. He was already an attractive individual. He just didn't know how to approach women during the daytime. And he did it, and it went amazing, right? And so you want to figure out how to do that yourself, how to create that win-win vibe. And the way you can do that is by screening, making sure she feels comfortable. And once she's staying there in the interaction, say, hey, let's go get a drink right now. Hey, what are you doing right now? Are you available right now? What are you doing right now? Are you busy right now? Why don't we go to a bar? Why don't we go to this cool thing I was gonna do anyway? Come along with me. Go to a cool daytime venue, go to a cool bar or whatever. Maybe you met a cool girl at the mall and you go to like the pub across the street, have some drinks, get to know her a little bit more. And if she's into you and if she's available, well, hey, maybe you can take her home for some Netflix and chill, or you know, maybe she'll take you home. Oftentimes, when you're just leaning back, hanging out, being a cool guy, but being your high value self, a lot of women will pull you home. I've honestly gotten to a point where I don't really even put any effort in, and kind of like the women try to like get in my pants, right? And it's funny because like I'm not really even looking for anything. I'm kind of already like dating a few beautiful, amazing people that I really like spending my time with. But oftentimes when I do meet new people, meet new girls, they'll kind of like try to slide in my DMs, right? And so you want to make sure you become a high value man. You want to make sure it's always win-win and consensual and respectful. So she doesn't feel uncomfortable any step of the way. Then you just got to figure out, is she available right now or is she not available? If she's available, cool, go grab drinks. Go do a fun thing. Maybe you're in like Miami and you're near the beach. You're like, hey, cool, let's go hang out by the beach, right? Maybe you are somewhere in Europe and there's a bunch of cool pubs and whatnot. You can go get a drink, right? Go do something fun that's win-win and that allows you to build more time, chemistry, and a fun connection awesome, right? Maybe she's not available. Maybe she's got to go to her dentist appointment. Maybe she needs to go do something because she's busy. But what you can do is you can exchange contact information, right? You can exchange Instagrams, you can exchange phone numbers, and meet up another time. You can say, hey, well, look, I liked meeting you. I thought you were really interesting, and I'd be open to grabbing a drink with you sometime. Do you feel open to doing so? And if she says, yeah, you know what, I would love that. Well, great, exchange Instagrams. That's awesome, because now she has a chance to kind of look at you on Instagram, get to know you, see you're a real person doing cool stuff with your life, and you're not a weirdo. You're not just some random creep, pervert, weirdo guy, right? You're a cool fucking dude, right? And now she has more time to kind of get to know you through even social media and whatnot, and even plan a day where you're both available and free and go lead it to a date or a cool hangout or whatever it is. So that's essentially how you can meet them and go from being a stranger in the daytime to bringing them into your life, going on dates, hanging out, having fun. So it really comes down to figuring out availability. Is she available? Are you available? Maybe you're not available right now, but you saw a cute girl and shit, I've got to go to work right now. I'm sorry, darling, I can't hang out with you right now. I got to go do this thing. I've got this appointment. I got to go meet up with a friend. So sorry. Well, let's exchange Instagrams or let's exchange phone numbers and hang out another time. Maybe she's not available. You want to figure out availability. If you're both available, go for an instant date. If you're not available, exchange contacts, hang out another time. That pretty much summarizes how to meet girls from open to close, from daytime being strangers to, you know, getting them into your life. And there's so much more we can go into. Obviously, I teach this on my live coaching programs in a lot more detail, but I think we've pretty much covered it all in this 3-part video series. So if you haven't seen part 1, part 2, and part 3, make sure to go watch part 1, part 2, and part 3. And guys, thank you so much for watching. We'll talk to you soon. So guys, if you ever want to learn more about day game, night game, pickup, how to just be that man who is immersed in self-development. Well, personally, I've spent 8 years essentially going out every single day, practicing this material, practicing what I teach, teaching guys like you how to meet beautiful women on my boot camps or my immersion programs. I even have a program called my Bootcamp Online, which is a program I run during the coronavirus times that allows guys to anywhere in the world go out, meet women, and have an effective dating life. So if you ever want to learn more about this, you can actually message me on any of my social medias, linked in the description or at the bottom of the screen. We'll send you a link to our funnel, and we can actually get you on a free discovery call and get you on a call, see what your growth areas are, and maybe we'll get you into one of our programs. And I right now run 3 programs, one called a boot camp, which is typically a weekend program where I work with you in person. We also run immersion programs where it's kind of like a longer residential program where we teach you this stuff at a very high mastery level, or we have my 1-month Bootcamp Online program. All 3 of these programs, incredibly life-changing, incredibly intensive, and will transform you internally and externally in your social life, your dating life, completely. So if you have any questions about that, go ahead and message me on my social media. Guys, thank you so much for watching. My name is Justin Marc, international dating coach and relationship expert. And guys, if you have any questions, you can always follow me on my social media. My Instagram, DrunkJustin2. You can add me on Snapchat, SexyJustin, or you can actually even join my Telegram inner circle, linked in the description. If you guys want to learn more about dating, about picking up girls, about having an amazing dating life, you can always do a live coaching program with me, a boot camp program, an immersion program, maybe even my Bootcamp Online program. So you can actually shoot me a message on any of my social media platforms, and we can get you on one of our free discovery calls with someone from my team. We'll figure out what your weak points are, and we'll get you, learning, and maybe we'll even get you into one of our curriculums, into one of our programs. And if you did like this video, make sure to leave a thumbs up, and that really helps us out in the YouTube algorithm. Make sure to leave a comment down below if you have any questions, and I'll try to answer them in upcoming videos. And make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, click the bell notification so you're notified of new videos. And it's always great to chat with you guys. Thank you so much for being part of my community. My name is Justin Marc, and I will talk to you guys very soon. Peace out.